Welcome to the Small Business Breakthrough Series, where each week we are interviewing small business owners that support small businesses. Small businesses are the heart of our economy, and today we have somebody after my own heart. He is Pete, the head of strategy and analytics at Hetman House Marketing. And when I say head of strategy and analytics, that means they specialize in analytics and strategy, and that is right up my wheelhouse. I love data and analytics, and I'm going to enjoy this conversation today. Pete, welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, thanks, Jason. Happy to be here.
Can you give us a quick introduction into your business and what the problems are you are solving for your clients?
Yeah, I primarily focus on activation around paid media specifically. So typically, a lot of businesses, that means getting ads out on Meta, on Google, but also support a whole host of other programs and platforms as well in terms of delivering digital advertising. So all the planning around that and strategizing and executing, and then on the flip side, reporting those metrics back to my clients.
Yeah, and metric tracking. If any listener out there has ever tried to do any kind of Facebook ads or any kind of Google ads, and you're not looking at your metrics and analytics, you're just throwing money into a black hole, hoping it's going to come back. And I hate to tell you this, but it's just gone. It's out there. It's never coming back unless you get some expert help. And that is where Pete and his agency will come in to benefit you and your business the most. What inspired you to get into starting your business and has been the proudest moment of being an entrepreneur so far?
Yeah, it's always been I've had an entrepreneurial spirit about my work in agencies and in some in-house work I did. I lived in the Bay Area, San Francisco Bay Area, for about 15 years, and I've been in the advertising and marketing field for about that whole time. And yeah, one thing led to another last fall. A series of events and some opportunities opened up where I felt like I could leave the large holding company agency I was at, and felt confident in taking just a leap of faith and starting my own agency and consultancy. And here I am a year later. It's been an interesting journey so far, and but I continue to learn and grow and work with a wide variety of clientele.
Pete, so you're on the opposite end of the spectrum of some of the other guests that we've had on that listeners have listened to that have been in this industry for 10, 15 years as entrepreneurs. You just made the leap. And so when you're talking about that, you're a year in, what has been the key to your success in the past year?
Well, I'll be honest, I got a little lucky out of the gate just through networking. Had a contact that provided me some immediate business and client work, and really just my own confidence in my skills that I've acquired over the more than a decade, and being able to apply those. And at the end of the day, working with clients, it's about relationship building, and it's about building trust with them. I'm spending their money, so I want to do it effectively and efficiently. Um, yeah, that's been part of it.
That is awesome. Listeners out there, listen to what Pete is saying. So it's the reps, putting in the reps to build the confidence. You're not going to get confidence without putting in the reps, right? And then networking is critical if you are going to make a leap or if you're going to continue to expand the business. Getting out and meeting other people and going will help benefit the go. What would you say sets Hetman House apart from others in the industry?
Yeah, it really goes back to experience. A lot of people do what I do more broadly in terms of online advertising. The tools are more accessible than they've ever been before. But in terms of experience and just the methodologies that I've learned with some very large clientele, including Google and YouTube and Sunrun, Team USA, Olympics, a whole list you can see on my website. Some of the current clientele and past clientele I've worked with. So, experience, experience, experience. One of my elevator pitches, Google, Facebook's especially, they make it easy to spend your money, but when you're ready to go level up and really get into the analytics and really understand the different levers and features and ad placements and broader demographics of who you're trying to reach, things can get very sophisticated and very complex very fast. And that's again where the expertise level can come in to sort that out for you. And at the end of the line, have hopefully true impact for my clients' businesses.
Awesome. That is so so great to hear how you're supporting your clients and the differentiators that are coming into place. Let's be real. You didn't start your business to feel stuck, overwhelmed, or bored out of your mind. But yet, here you are, spinning, stalled, or just chasing every shiny object just to stay motivated. And I know exactly how you feel because I used to do the same thing. But that's why I built the Momentum community for founders like you. It's for people who are ready to get serious, simplify, and build a business that actually moves forward. It uses peer accountability, and it's what I used to be able to grow my business successfully and have a great exit. Does this sound like something you need? Click the link in the description below and let's have a conversation. Enjoy the rest of the show. What would you say is a recent project or initiative that has really energized you and your team?
Every project in the door energizes as me and the network of people that I work with. There's always a new challenge or a new problem to be solved. It seems like at some angle or some nuanced level. So that's part of what keeps me going and keeps things interesting. Is each business is in that I work with. Potentially in a different industry, a different field, or just different problems that they're trying to solve in terms of elevating their brand awareness or generating leads or sales. I've got several online e-commerce businesses that I'm working with right now, and that's especially exciting, but a little bit stressful and have to be very strategic, in terms of generating a positive ROI, return on investment for my clients.
Nice. What, the marketing industry, especially the digital marketing space, has been around for quite a few years, and you've been in it working for other industry leaders in through this process, and just recently over the last year jumped out onto your own. But what would you say is on the horizon? What is coming in the next 2 to 5 years that is the most interesting to you on um, evolutions and changes coming in the marketing space?
Well, can't deny the impact that AI is having on the industry as a whole right now, and that's definitely been the hot topic for the last year. A little bit of a hype cycle, in my opinion. I think it's been like talked to maybe about too much and a little bit overblown in terms of taking jobs away. There's still a lot of opportunity for folks like myself and also folks on the creative side of messaging and advertising and concepting. AI is definitely making some things more efficient and faster, but I'm nowhere seeing it replace the complexity and the level of detail that's needed to execute, a world-class media and advertising plans.
Okay. Yeah, that is.
In 5 years from now, maybe, yeah, it might, evolve. I'm sure it's going to continue to evolve more rapidly, but where certain things are replaced or activities or processes, new ones open up and new opportunities present themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. It has been great to get to know you a little bit about you and your business and how you're supporting the community from a different aspect than a lot of other marketing agencies. Are you ready to jump into the lightning round?
Let's do it.
Okay. Trust me, the questions aren't too bad.
Okay.
But they can be there's some that can be challenging. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
There you go. Cats or dogs?
Considering my wife is getting a dog next month, I'm going to say dog.
There you go. If she ever listens to this, that's good play. Good play. If you could grab only one weapon or item during a zombie apocalypse, what would it be?
Laser gun.
Laser gun. I like that one. There we go. Let's see. Favorite quote or phrase that you think about often?
Well, so many good quotes, but I like change is the one thing that doesn't. I like to stay adaptable and recognize that things are constantly going to be in flux and evolving.
Nice. Very good. Favorite movie or streaming series that you love?
Oh, I'm glued to the social media right now, so the short form stories and video snippets.
There you go. One book that has influenced your life the most.
Ooh, I would have to say some of the writings of German psychologist Carl Jung.
Ah, yes, very good. Biggest obstacle you have had to overcome and one lesson that you've learned from it.
Wow. And I think just learning from starting my own business, just a lot of the legwork there, and just some of the formalities in terms of filing documents and getting registered with the state, Oregon here where I operate, and federal IDs, all those things, and filing my first round of taxes just in the last few weeks. That's been a big challenge and a big learning for me.
Awesome. Pete, has been so great to have you on the podcast today. How can our listeners collaborate with you if they want to work with or find out more information?
Yeah, you can look me up on LinkedIn. I'm always happy to connect with new folks there. And then my website for my agency is hetmanhouse.com. That's HETMANHOUSE.com.
And you've heard it there. So we'll put all of that information in the show notes or description if you are watching this on YouTube. And it has been such a pleasure to get to learn more about data and analytics and how it supports the digital marketing space today and how Pete and his agency is using it. So we want to thank Pete for being on the show today. And until next time.